And we are live.
What's up?
Going on? How are you doing today, my friend?
Good. Tired. Old. Good.
Yeah, I
Doing
feel
great.
all of those to a very high level. Tired mostly. Chuck Wilson hopping in here saying, "What's up? What's good, fellas? Hey, it's good. It's a good day in the neighborhood. Definitely not Izzy says hi. Hi, how are you? Well, it's been a couple weeks since we were on.
Yeah.
We're actually thinking about redoing the day that we actually put this out. The reason for that is because Kyle's got to wake up really early the next day,
Yeah.
almost all the time. So we're gonna try to maybe do it to where we don't have to do that. So we're not sure what day yet, but
We'll keep you guys in the loop.
be on the lookout. So that being said, let's just get right into it. My birthday was the 10th. We had a good time. We went out.
Yeah.
We went out and dressed up. Kyle even
I can't
dressed
remember the name of the bar we were at.
up. Alibi. Stubby's Alibi in Grand Island. Thanks for hosting us. I think it ended up being probably in the grand scheme of things, probably about 60 people that rolled through for the party. Some of them stayed, some of them, came in, said what's up and left. So yeah.
Good times.
It was a good time. It was good. Everybody dressed up, a good amount of people dressed up. We threw a lot of darts and hung out and just had a good time.
And one thing that I said it at the party and I'll say it again. I do not pull off cowboy hats at all. Okay.
So you're a big guy, so you would have to get a hat that would accommodate your size. Like even me, I'm a big guy.
I'd have to wear a sombrero then.
Yes. That
My thing
whatever we do next time, you are dressing up with a sombrero and like a big what is that
poncho?
called? Poncho, yes.
Yeah.
Make it work.
The other part though is I'm not Western anything. I'm not cowboy anything.
Yeah, I get it.
Like
sure.
I've punched a cow, if that counts. But who hasn't?
Mm-hmm.
And so none of my clothes match the attire either. So like I put on a cowboy hat, I still have a t-shirt on. It don't make sense.
Yeah, no,
so I don't pull the look off. I don't have it.
Shaylin, what's up? How are you?
I just need like a darker hat. I always have white ones. I need to maybe just go with the black hat.
Yeah, black man in black. It's slimming for us big guys for sure. Between me and Tasha, we had $126 bar tab, so that was healthy. And then I did absolutely fuck all until about 1 o'clock the next day. So we went home, we crawled into bed, and I didn't throw up, nothing like that. But we didn't do anything the next day with any kind of productive anything. So
I can't remember what we did. I just know that like my
I think you
body
started on that
hates
bed,
me.
didn't you?
Probably. I feel like I've been working on that bed for weeks. And this is where like my ADHD brain just beats me up. Is we needed to get a bunk bed for the girls.
Yep.
And I didn't want to go spend a bunch of money for a new one.
Yep.
So I looked on the Facebook marketplace or whatever, and I found a used one, but it was like a brown stain they didn't even do a good job. They only stained like the front side, so the back side was still just normal wood.
Oh.
It was half. Anyway, I went and I spent hours and hours painting it. It has like 4 layers of paint on it. Did everything. I went and bought spray paint. Like I said, spray paint glitter, by the way. All it is glitter and aerosol.
Yeah, it's glitter.
I thought maybe it came out with like a glue adhesive and like a clear coat kind of. I don't know how. I thought it all would just be there.
Yeah.
All it is just blowing freaking glitter at it.
Yeah, there's some like clear coat essentially built into it, but not near enough.
No. And so it kept clogging the thing. And those were like $14 a pop. And I had to go get more because I thought I had enough, but apparently there was like none in it.
Yeah.
And by the time it was all said and done, I'm probably, 14 hours into this, and I have enough money in it already. I could have just went and bought a new one.
Yeah. It's those projects. You get your head around those projects.
But
this is going to be easy. And then
my ADHD brain's like, I can do this. I'll make this super cool. And the bed is super cool.
It looks great. It looks great.
I put the lights in there. I got the little thing for the daughter. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Probably other ways I could have done it.
Yeah. The only thing here's the only thing I did notice. The daughter on the bottom has it made in the shade. Cool tapestry, the lights, the whole nine. Daughter on the top, just up there by herself. Like
living it up.
You need to
so there's still
tapestry,
stuff we got to move over. So like you seen the stuff on the wall is kind of behind it. I still got to move that up.
Okay.
And then I still got stuff I need to put up there, but it's just
I
haven't got there yet.
I'm just saying. It's like
the main
cool
event is the bottom part though.
So, but yeah. Oh, and then I took time off.
What's up, James?
Oh yeah. Oh, James Leggett hopping in here. What's going on, sir? And so, I took time off during my birthday. So my birthday was on Friday. I took that Wednesday off all the way to. I didn't come back to work till Tuesday. I'm never taking fucking time off again. I hate taking time off. I love when I'm off, but you never hate your job more than the day you come back from vacation. like if you think
in our positions, yes.
If you think that you like your job, take 7 days off and come back.
Here's the thing, though. There's some people, though, it doesn't affect.
I suppose there probably is.
Me and you,
yeah,
and probably several others. I'm sure Shaylin for sure.
Yeah.
Just because we take 40 hours off, a 7-day, or take a week off.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like we clock out on Friday, take a week off, come back on the Monday, and just pick up where we left off. I either have to do 40 hours of work before I leave, or 40 hours of work after I come back.
So for me, I have to there's still a lot of orchestration is that even a word, right? Yeah.
Organization?
No, orchestration.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's right.
I think you're good.
So, because orchestrate is a word, so
yeah.
Orchestrate, maybe
it's a word now.
It seems like it. I mean, it fits, right, guys? So there's still a lot of that has to happen whether I'm there or not, and it doesn't happen by anybody else than me. So, I say I took that way. I worked Tuesday, worked Wednesday, or Wednesday I was off. Wednesday I still spent the first 2 hours of my day organizing people and guys and what was going on and all that, making sure this stuff was handled. And then I still probably between emails and text messages probably handled at a minimum 10 a day of each. That's not date. That's not 10.
Absolute for me. If I take a week off, I will come back to 400 emails.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And I
absolutely
hate it because 390 of them are straight garbage. They have nothing to do with me.
All right. So
but I have to go through them to figure it out.
So I want to start off with a beer. I'm going to start off with a Whopper because I think it's going to be the one that you like the least. That way the other two wash the taste out of your mouth. Is that fair?
That's fair. Fair enough.
Okay, so I've got 3 great beers tonight. I have a new cider from Glacial Till. I have a
new one?
A new one. The mango's new. So is that other one I told you about.
I think I've had the mango one.
I don't know. So you might have. I know I haven't. And then I have an ice cream waffle pastry style from Untitled Art that we're going to do a little bit later. But to start it off, to get it rolling, to rip and roll, easily the coolest can art in the game ever is Drecker. Drecker's out of Fargo, North Dakota. This one is called Freak Parade. I'll try to put it out there so you guys can see it a little bit better. It is a double IPA. It's a DIPA. It uses Victoria's Secret, Eldorado, and Mosaic hops. This one comes in at, what am I looking for ABV here? I don't know. Where do they hide it on these? Anyhow, I'm guessing it's probably 7%. I don't see it sitting here, but I'm sure I'll find it. Oh, 8.2. I lied. Okay. So 8.2. Drecker is an amazing company. They are famous for their smoothie sours and stuff like that. We've had some brains and some slushies stuff on here and whatever. Yep. This will be the first IPA that you
go ahead and
I know
figure out her secret.
Victoria's Secret. She's a guy, right? That's what that song says. All right. There you go. Okay, so as you can see, look at this color. Like a dreamsicle, like light blonde color. I don't know how else to describe that. Hay colored, but very, very light.
Double IPA.
It is very thick. It's a juicy one. Here's that can art so you can see it a little bit better. They just go completely hog wild on colors and everything else. It's pretty outstanding. This one's called Freak Parade Double IPA.
You can smell the citrus, but you can also like almost smell.
Oh, that's a lot of citrus.
Yeah.
That's going to be sweet citrus too. I can tell. All right, here we go. Ooh, so juicy. It's a New England style hazy IPA. It is good. There's not a lot of dank to it. It's mostly juicy. There is a little bit of the dank backbone, but not a lot. This is maybe the first time I've ever seen him take a good solid second drink from an IPA in probably the history of the show.
So you're right. It's not my thing.
But this is good.
With that being said, I'll give it a 4.8. It's like it doesn't taste. It's at the back end. It's like the aftermath as it sits in there.
Yeah,
where it really hits me like, okay, that's not it.
Yep.
The front end's great. It's not that bad.
No,
the back end after it sits there, it's just kind of dwells a little bit more, and it's not my thing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think it's an outstanding double IPA. Oh shit! Third Coast is in the house. What's going on? Here they hopped in. Let's see, what's up, bro? Setup and sounds great. Which brew is that again? This one that we just had was Freak Parade Double IPA from Drecker out of Fargo, North Dakota. Third Coast Podcast, go check them out. They're from I'm gonna get this wrong. I think it's Louisiana. But they have a bigger cast. They have like 5 guys that do it, but 3 guys are regulars, I think.
Okay.
For the most part.
Rotating.
We're probably gonna have them on the show at some point.
Yeah.
So cool guys. They kind of do a wide variety of topics. They have some music that's involved in their show too. Very cool show. If you're looking for another one to go check out, with some not safe for work language and some fun shenanigans, Third Coast is the guys to go check out. Nathan's hopping in here too.
You know, Nathan, I can give you the signature, but we could probably get like a pillowcase with our logo on it.
Oh man. Sydney Horde, thanks for the follow. Nice. Nathan's hopping in your PSA. I waited all week for this. Also, I want to be on the show and I like beer and talking, and Kyle's autograph is on my pillowcase. Would be tits. Hey, Nathan, you are welcome to be on the show whenever you want to. We'll get you on here. We'll get some good beers for you. We'll have you on the show. Third Coast hops in here. Louisiana. That's right.
You weren't even close.
I said Louisiana, didn't I? What did I say?
Oh no, maybe you did.
I definitely fucking did.
For some reason, I heard Alabama in my head. I'm like, you were way off course.
It's banjos no matter what. But I picked the right state.
Okay, you did. I said, I'm already tired.
It is what it is. And we haven't even really gotten into the show yet.
I've got like 300 miles under my belt today already. I'm
up there with you every day, brother.
So sick of it, man.
Okay, so sports. We don't have a lot to cover in sports because it's the shittiest time of year for sports.
It really is. They got March Madness, but like, let's be honest, I don't care.
I don't care either.
I don't care.
You know what?
I want to like. I really do. I really want to like it. But I have so many people who are asking me. They're like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "I think it's March." Yeah, but what do you think about them? Like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know.
I used to love basketball. I loved basketball in high school. But even then, I wasn't a huge fan of watching basketball. And anymore, there's so much like that you can't do that I feel like they don't let them play anymore. I don't know. I have Brian Honholt cares. Well, that's because it's Brian Honholt.
I just never watched sports in his life.
It is what it is. I'm not a big fan of it either. I do usually watch Sweet 16, here and there. As long as there's a beverage in my hand, I'll stomach it. But it's just not there for me. It's not. I'll be honest, I'd rather watch XFL. And XFL has really gotten some traction.
It really has.
I like what they do. I like that they go straight up to the review office. You get to hear them walk through why they call what they call and everything. I really wish that they would.
I
do
don't
that
fully understand all of their rules.
They have some different ones for
sure.
They
have some different ones,
but I think it's
a
great opportunity.
Congratulations, username 648474.
Well, hey, nice job.
Was it proud of you, buddy?
Was it an award winner, or I mean, was it picture worthy?
I guess. I mean, if you want to talk about news, transgender woman finished his first place in New York City cycling event. Sparks outrage.
That's because she's a man.
Very surprising. You think they'd lose a little bit of aerodynamics?
No, because Lance Armstrong cut them all off, and he was still fast. So you cut them both off. You're aerodynamic.
Don't get it caught in the chain anymore.
Okay, so speaking of this, and I don't want to push on it too hard, those guys that I love watching that do all the back offs, it's called Country Club Adjacent. They're guys that, like, when you're up to tee off, they like try to say stuff to get you to back off.
Yeah.
So they just had Caitlyn Jenner.
Yes.
And they're like, does it suck that you just can't go out and like piss in the woods anymore? and I'm like, they did not just go there.
I mean, he took it like a champ, but at the same time, like, you could see a little offended, but like not really. But then like wanted to be offended, but knew that it's what she signed up for. So
a little bit. Shaylin said that he went to one women's Husker basketball game. Is a true fan. Guess what? I would never sign up for women's basketball at the collegiate level ever.
You think I don't care about March Madness?
So, and now, okay, I want to say this because it definitely sounds like toxic masculinity and whatever. It has nothing to do with that. I just don't want to watch 90 minutes or whatever of them passing the ball back and forth. That's my biggest thing. I feel like the game is just it's.
Well, I think you even even at the high school level.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm just like I said, I barely watch men's basketball as it is.
I think they set them up for failure because they always played the girls like right after the boys or right before.
Yeah.
Usually I think it was right before.
It was before.
Yeah, and then it goes to the boys and it's like, what?
What did I just watch for the last hour?
But, like they're just way more like boys are just way more aggressive and like they turned it more physical sport than it really needs to be.
Don't get me wrong. I've watched some girls basketball games that gotten physical and some elbows and this and that. And I watched we had darts on Sunday, and I watched some girls get like knocked off with an elbow. So the whole rest of the game, she was shooting and she had like one fake eyelash in and one not. So she looked like super funky on camera all the rest of the game.
I don't know if I would dedicate makeup to it. You know, if I'm gonna go play sports and run that much, I don't know if I'd dedicate that much time to it.
You're on camera. I don't know.
I guess we always put the crap under our eyes and all that.
For football, stuff like that.
Counts.
Yeah,
we try to do designs or something.
Same, right?
Basically the same thing.
You want to get into news stories?
Go for it.
Is our mics kind of sounding tinny because that fan is on? Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
Because we don't talk, you don't hear it. But the second that you hear it, I think it's because that fan's on. Anyhow,
you want me to turn it off?
We can try it. It's on the back side of that. And then we'll get into news stories. I'll start talking about it, and then you can come and chime in. Whoa! I don't know what you just did. Hello? Now we can hear. I think you hit like a kill button on there, and it just killed the whole board. All right, everybody can hear us fine still? Okay, that's good. All right, let's get into it. See, that's what it was. That tinniness was that damn fan. News stories.
Just means they're good mics.
So this is right up your alley. I'm not going to say why. Woman crashes into a bakery and then goes next door for a manicure. Completely fine. So Ontario, Canada, a woman slammed her Jeep into a bakery. In the video footage, you see the woman hit the front glass, blow out all the windows, and push all the like cake stands and everything back. She just gets out of the vehicle, goes next door, sits down for nail appointment and just keeps going. Her husband
Why not?
comes. Her husband comes, gets the truck, the Jeep or whatever, takes it out of there, and she just sits there and finishes her nails. Has somebody come pick her up, like it's no big deal. Like it completely shut down that business. They're still shut down, waiting for because there's some structural integrity stuff and everything. I'm like, what in the hell?
Did she ask to see the manager?
Oh, she probably did. I'm sure.
Guaranteed.
I'm sure.
Why is that up my alley?
Oh, I just you're. I mean, can she park? She can't put gas in. No, wait. She did put gas in. You finally said one she didn't put.
I did. I think I did.
Where she was like at under a quarter, but still was there. Yum, that was good. So I got another news story. Do you have a news story?
I have one. I do have one.
I've got two more. So you go right ahead.
Beersheba man. So this is over
in
Israel.
India. Okay.
Israel.
Okay.
But Beersheba man arrived at the medical center in Beersheba Thursday, reportedly after he cut his own penis off and flushed it down the toilet.
For why?
Well, they are evaluating his mental state. We'll start with that.
Okay.
But apparently, he was suffering from chronic pain and just decided the best way to handle it is just get rid of it.
Chronic pain in his dick?
Yep. Now, I do think that there's other routes I would take to address it first, but apparently his was directly to the scissors in the toilet, and they have reached out and asked the sewage management company to keep their eyes out for a penis floating by. Nobody's
going to see that because it's going to sit in that water and it's going to just look like another turd just floating down.
Well, okay. Do you remember, was it last month or 2 months ago, they had the one penis that was found at the Georgia gas station?
Oh, you're right.
So the motorcyclist got in a car accident. The one car took off and apparently took that part of him with him and dropped it off a couple 100 miles away over in Georgia. So same thing. I mean, who knows? It could one day float up someone else's drain and they'll have to look at it and try to figure out why.
I'm telling you right now, my biggest fear in the world, probably in for no reason at all, is that one day there's going to be a snake in my fucking toilet. That is my like.
You've seen one video and it ruined it for you
forever.
I know which video you were talking about.
Forever. And then we covered that a guy's balls or whatever got bit by a snake too.
Australia stuff.
100% my biggest fear.
I will say this though.
It is ungrounded in Nebraska.
And all of that waste management, all that sewage that's coming through, if they do find it, good for him.
Needle in a haystack.
Good for him, right? Like he must have been packed. Well, good for him.
They use scissors. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know if he used scissors. It just says he cut it off and flushed it.
Hedge clippers. At least I'm going to tell people it's hedge clippers.
Hey, what up, Brian?
Brian's hopping in here. What's up? How's it going, B? All right, so another cat story for you, okay?
You know who we haven't seen in a while is Sean.
Yeah, no, he was on last episode, wasn't he? At the beginning?
Maybe. I don't know. We definitely got...
You're not supposed to meet your heroes. He saw me that one time in Menards and never wants to see me again.
So, I don't know. We've met... Well, obviously, I know Brian Shaylin, but I've met Nathan, and he still watches, so...
Okay, well, maybe you're not his hero.
Nathan's going to be the next top...
the guy that's always watching? That guy?
That guy. He's going to be the next... What is the top viewer?
Top viewer.
The next guy. He's going to be the next guy.
The next guy. That guy. You know that guy. Okay, so a wild serval that was high on cocaine got caught in Cincinnati.
A wild what?
Serval. So it's like a serval is like almost... It looks like a kind of like a leopard kind of... I don't know.
Okay.
So anyhow, but they're smaller.
Yep.
They have the big rounded ears. They also, so they're like, when you see like F1 cats, like I always talk about those giant cats.
Yes.
A serval is like the wild, free version of that, right?
How do you spell it? I'll just look it up.
Serval. serval. So anyhow, so a wild serval was seen up in a tree. It was called in. They brought out like a whole team of people, and
I would try to keep it as a pet myself.
They're cool.
They're freaking cool.
They're cool. So anyhow, I think they ended up tranquilizing it up in the tree. It fell, broke its leg. So they took it to the zoo. They gave it treatment and everything like that. But during toxicology screenings, it popped positive for narcotics. The blood popped positive for narcotics.
I want him even more.
So they went and they tested it for. They found out that it was cocaine. They don't know where the cocaine came from, but they talked to the owner, and the owner said that it was okay, that he'd gotten out a couple times, and it was okay for the zoo to take it. So now the Cincinnati Zoo has it, and there's no charges being pressed on the owner. So there must have been enough circumstantial
So when's
evidence.
this movie come out?
Right? That's when is the movie deal? Is the last fucking line I have written on here. Because Cocaine Bear versus Cocaine Servals? Like, come on. Let's
Get
go.
them together.
Cocaine Bear versus Cocaine Shark is next.
They'll just be out wandering looking for White Castle.
I will say that the Cocaine Bear is like a real story, though. Like, it is based on factual evidence of like somebody that was trying to somebody that was trying to transport narcotics or whatever, dropped the bag, the bear got a hold of the bag, and the bear ingested like
Copious amounts of
kilos of cocaine and then just went on like a killing spree. So what you need to do is you need to get all these crazy ones together, like crazy but true stories together. You need to get like the Cocaine Bear driving the Granby murder dozer. like let's make it a Sharknado kind of,
that movie.
Which one
looks stupid? In
Cocaine
my opinion,
Bear?
yeah, it looks stupid.
I've
heard
good,
nothing but good things about it. But it looks
terrible.
so dumb.
That looks terrible.
But everyone says it's good, so maybe we'll have to give it a whirl.
Have you? Okay, so here, this is a crazy deep dive off of something else. So it's a detox. It is detoxing right now. Yes, Jalen. So this is. Have you ever seen the movie? Have you ever seen movie 43 ever?
No.
Okay, so I don't want to get into it too much, but if you think you've seen Weird before, throw all of that out of your brain and just sit down on Netflix and watch movie 43. You'll never want to watch it probably again. And I will tell you that it is not safe for kids to be around. However, it is worth the watch one time. And the nice thing is, it's a bunch of small little episode kind of things, you know? So there's a lot to watch. There's a lot of different things. But if you think like Cocaine Bear looks weird or whatever, just watch 2 or 3 of those and you'll be like, all right, never mind. The Cocaine Bear is completely normal.
It'd be nothing compared to the movie Rubber.
No. This is way. Rubber was about the killer tire, right?
Yeah.
No. This is way crazier.
There's no way.
I'm telling you right now, it is. If somebody has seen movie 43, chime in on the comments and say, absolutely, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen, probably.
But you have to compare it to Rubber.
I know Rubber's
I
wild.
couldn't even finish that movie. It was so pointless. I didn't understand.
It was Maximum Overdrive without the trucks. Yeah. Okay. Shaylin says that'll be a movie Marcy takes all 6 grandkids to by accident because it looks like a cute bear movie. Care Bear and cocaine. All right. My last story is a short one. 2 guys escaped from jail, and they were picked up at a nearby IHOP hours later.
I mean, kudos to them for stepping it up and like not going to a Denny's.
Right? Yeah, you got to class it up a bit. So, in Newport, Virginia, 2 inmates in Virginia jail used primitive tools to create a wall.
Oh, didn't they use like spoons and stuff?
Spoons with metal. They melted down spoons with a piece of metal and used the shovel out. And then once they got to the rebar, they broke the rebar and they were able to use the rebar to. But they did.
That's like old school movie.
Yeah, and then how do you not get caught? That's what I want to know. Even if you're doing it in the middle of the night. So the 2 men, 37 and 43. Here's the craziest thing: they were in jail for nothing. They were like, one guy was in jail for like tax evasion, credit card fraud, forgery, grand larceny. The other guy was in for contempt of court and probation violation. Like nothing. And they broke out. Now they're going to have just a hell of a thing to go through now. So that's what I got for news stories.
I don't know if escape's a felony. I'm sure it is. Probably a felony in most states.
I would think so. Like trying to escape from jail.
Yeah, I mean,
I would think it would be. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, technically, though, we have it happen all the time here. People in community corrections. I mean, you see it on the news articles all the time. So and so went out for work release and never came back. I mean, technically, that's escape.
Yeah. USA kayak fishing. What's up? All right. So, what's new? You got? That was your news story.
Where are you seeing it?
What? I got it over here. Oh, it popped up on the bottom.
Okay.
It's just somebody that popped in.
I got you.
Let's. I got some facts. You want to go over facts?
Throw them out.
Okay. So I over prepared because you under prepared.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna go through some of these.
We're the dynamic duo.
Okay. So I'm not gonna tell you the country. You guess the country.
Czechoslovakia.
Okay. No. I'm gonna tell you what the story or what the fact is.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
You tell me where it's at. Okay. This place has 23 vending machines per person.
Japan.
It is Japan.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
I'm 1 for 1.
23 vending machines a person. They have millions of people. Wild to think about. So that means
electric bill on that island. No wonder.
Okay, so everybody on the island goes to a vending machine. That means that there is 22 lonely vending machines per person that is not being utilized.
Sitting there, hey, no, me.
Oh man.
So how many deaths? Because like we have like 3 or 5 deaths a year in the U.S. from vending machines. People shake it, tips over, squishes them.
Ooh, and they're smaller.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you think their vending machines are smaller? I have to assume.
I mean, not to like point that out and like but they're you squished 3-4 of them little bits. Oh, sorry. It was right there. I had to knock that ball out of the park. It was right there.
I hate you.
Clip it. Oh man. Oh, that's pretty funny. Let's.
I'm gonna try to find that.
How many deaths in Japan from vending machines? Oh God.
You know what though? It's probably 0. Okay.
They can't.
It's got to be. Here's the thing though,
because
their culture's so much better than ours. Like as far as discipline, respect. Like we're like, we want it now, we need it now. We're shaking everything because we need it. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, sorry, and they go to the next, vending machine number 2 of the 23.
Yikes. So I think this is really funny. We just had arguably one of the funniest jokes in like in the podcast in the last few months, and our viewer counts are like sub 10 people watching right now.
3.
Whatever. Okay, so here we go. This is a famous animated character. This is her official name. You tell me who it is. Okay? Okay. Minerva. What is her name that you would know her by?
From U.S.?
Walt Disney and DreamWorks and whatnot.
Oh. Say it again.
Minerva.
I think of the little octopus lady in Mermaid.
Oh, so that's Ursula.
Ursula.
Okay, so this is Minnie the Mouse. Minnie's real name is Minerva. Because it used to, because when it first came out, it was Minerva and Mortimer Mouse, because Mortimer was was his real name.
Yeah.
And then they turned him into like the bad guy kind of, and then called it Mickey. So because he had a more relatable name then. Mickey and Minnie is more
for
relatable.
sure.
So there's that one. Okay. Here we go. The next thing is, in my opinion, is a kind of a wild fact here. How many ounces of weight can one human hair hold?
Okay, so you're talking like before it snaps or like before it bends, before what?
Before it snaps, okay? If you were to hold it up.
So like if you were put it between like 2 pinches, how much weight could you put on before it broke?
Yeah. One single strand of human hair. How many ounces?
Do you think it matters on like ethnicity?
Yes, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, so how
It definitely would.
Sure, no.
I feel like it definitely would.
Okay, so like I feel like it's got to be a stupid amount then. Probably somewhere in like.
But okay, I'll let you go.
I would say.
No, we're in
probably
ounces.
like
we're in ounces.
16 ounces. It's like, was that 2 cups?
Well, 16 ounces pound, right?
Okay.
Shouldn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
in theory, right?
Yeah.
Or some, maybe I'm wrong. It's only 3 ounces, but just so you can get it right, the average person's head contains about 100,000 strands of hair. So if you do the math, your hair should be able to support 12 tons of weight. So that's why girls hang themselves off with their hair and stuff like that in all those shows all the time. No worries. That's why you can pull your girlfriend's hair. She doesn't complain about it or whatever, because your little tiny weak arms aren't pulling 12 tons. But yeah, so that's it. Shaylin says no comments.
I did read that, but
Scott Frost house being sold for $3+ million. Holy crap!
Well, what he pay for it is what the world.
Oh, I don't know.
I doubt he left any champion rings in it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Probably a lot of empty bottles. And then here's my
those walls could talk,
right? My last one I got here is: you are more likely to have a weird or scary dream when sleeping on what part of your body?
Stomach.
This is because different sleep positions give different pressure on your body. Sleeping on your stomach restricts the movements compared to sleeping side or back. Research believes that this may be why the intensity of your dreams differentiate depending on your sleeping position. I thought that was kind of wild. I sleep on my stomach all the time. You know what I have? I have nightmares. So that would make sense.
Probably because you end up like smothering yourself. And you're like...
Well, and I don't necessarily have them a ton by any means, but like, so here's, tell me if this ever happens to you. Do you guys fall asleep with TV on or off? Off? Ugh. I couldn't sleep in your fucking house.
We just have a fan on.
I could do that, but even then, I have the fan going. Our ceiling fan usually goes 9 out of 10 times, even in the winter, or I can do it on. And then I have the TV on all the time.
Oh,
and we have like a 60-inch.
In the dark?
No, it's so it stems back. Oh gosh, forever. It stems back from. She says, "Water. You need more water because of the nightmares, or because of staying up with the TV on." But anyhow, I completely.
I haven't had a nightmare in forever.
You're probably way more hydrated than I am. I drink a lot of alcohol, so I am constantly
there's water in that.
I mean, there's water in it. It's not the same. I'm telling you right now, because I wake up with cramps all the time. I wake up with like, it takes me 10 minutes to get my like. That's why Brian yells in his sleep. That is not why Brian yells in his sleep. He dreams about deer camp. That's why Brian yells in his sleep. But,
I actually like when we go to restaurants, the part of me that like I don't want to pay $3 for a glass of pop. If I do get pop at a restaurant, I'm like, I'm gonna drink 10 glasses. I'm gonna make this worth it.
Okay.
But the thing is like I really actually do enjoy ice cold water.
So
as long as it's cold, I actually do not. I like.
Water. I will say, and I think it's funny how one thing can do it. We bought 2 Ozark Trail metal things. Keep in mind, I have 75 cups in my up in my thing of lids and straws and blah, 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 blah. But me and Tasha, because of too long ago, or, not too long ago or whatever, we went shopping and we found this thing. It was a great deal. 2 for $7. And they're bright lime green and they hold 24 ounces of water. And that's all. There's no straw, no mouthpiece. You just unscrew the top, just like the old hydro flasks, right? I have drank at least 2 of those a day since I bought that damn thing. I never drank that much water before, and I drink it all the time now. And I think it's dumb because it's just that thing. I've had that thing 100 different times. For some reason, I just drink this one a lot, and so it's been better because I have been.
Yeah.
But I've been drinking less too. But that has to do.
If I had like readily access to water, I'd probably drink a lot more throughout the day.
See, we end up at the office at work. Now, keep in mind, I'm not in my office all the time, you know that. But at the office at work, they got tired of asking me to go and buy cases of water and then me blowing them off because I forgot. And then it'd be like 2 weeks later and they still need water. So that we ended up getting a deal with Culligan and putting a Culligan cooler in there. So now we have a cooler. So of course I went and made the dad joke. Like I was like, so are we gonna have some pretty intense talks around this water cooler here? And like, I'm an idiot. It is. Yeah. See, there we go. Oh, Caitlin, tell me you do not have that stupid cup that Kyle's had on the show for the last 3 weeks.
I did finally get that back to her.
Did you really?
I did. I walked into our staff meeting and was just drinking. And she was like, I hate you. I was like, well, it's fine.
That's funny.
Possession's 9/10 of the law.
It really is. It is. F no, she says. Oh man. Colleague, man, there's Sydney. Sydney works with me. She's a colleague of mine.
She's probably the one that got sick of no water, and it's like, I'm gonna get the cold again.
She was not the main catalyst for that one. She was definitely part of it. She was not the main catalyst. So I just like I won't watch Yellowstone. Shayla, you know what? Yellowstone is a great show, and you need to just submit on that one. All right.
People have been telling me that too, and I don't know. I just can't.
It's such a good show.
I'm sure it is.
You like Sons of Anarchy. You will like this show. I can guarantee it.
I don't want to like rewatch it then. Like,
no, there's definitely some differences and stuff, but it is what it is.
I don't know. I feel like me and Shaylin actually have a lot like in comments. So like, I really don't mind when we hang out. I'm like, you know what? This is good. Someone just gets it.
There you go. Awesome. All right. So I definitely need to meet her too. She'd be on my side on this stuff. So
we could definitely talk about the guy who had the guy that was stalking his daughter, and he went ahead and took care of him with the shovel and the moose antler.
No, what? Okay, go ahead.
No, I definitely sent that to you because you sent me about the Colorado man that got attacked by a mountain lion.
Yes, which I didn't bring up because I didn't want to hash it out on the show.
It's already brought up.
Okay.
Because you really thought you had like the bolt in the chair there.
No, but it was to attack him without any kind of hostility towards him or whatever, which is what I've been saying this whole damn time on this thing.
I could pull up way more moose attacks there.
No, but that has to do with you being in the territory with their babies and bullshit. That's just not unsolicited attacks.
No.
That's not unsolicited attacks. This is him chilling in a hot tub with his old lady, and this mountain lion comes up and tries to fucking kill him
and does 4 stitches worth damage.
Okay, that just means he got away. I'm telling you right now.
They splashed and ran off. He did
that's not
4
how this went
stitches
down.
of damage, okay?
Okay, you know what?
And then I resent you an article right after that.
Okay, what's the other?
Where the 77-year-old man was stalking this guy's daughter. He had offenses.
Okay.
And he tried to go the right route with the courts, and they denied everything, like as far as restraining order, all that.
Okay.
And so the dad took matters into his own hand, and he went to the guy's house and said he killed him with a shovel and a moose antler. And so I was telling you, even the parts that fall off a moose are more deadly than the mountain lion that actually attacked a guy.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Shailen says you feel sorry for me because I have to deal with Brian. You know what? Hey, you're right. If you have to deal with Brian, you're a step up in our book. And then he doesn't read your messages.
I don't know if that's me or him because I definitely
I didn't message him.
definitely got his. Is Nathan even still on?
He was earlier. Here, let's get into another beer real quick, and then we'll get into would you rather's. Cider or the pastry stout?
Pastry.
Okay.
I want to save the cider for last. I think I like that one.
Okay, so this is from Untitled Art. This is an ice cream waffle pastry stout. Untitled Art has been unapologetically rad.
It sounds delicious until you realize it's in a can, and then you're like,
no. So I've only had probably one bad beer from Untitled Art, and it was just because even the combination of it I wasn't a big fan of. This one I think is gonna be great. Pastry stout made with milk, sugar, midnight wheat malt, and natural flavors. It is an 8.0 as well. Thank goodness. So we're just going real hard on these. All right, here we go. Just out of the can. Just smell the top of the can.
I'd make that a candle.
That's pretty awesome. This one's gonna be a dark one, so I'm not sure how I'm not gonna probably end up. Like I said, you know that stouts are probably one of my least favorite. All right. So this is, again, from Untitled Art. It is 8.2.
I would just make that a candle. It smells delicious.
It really does. It smells good. It's that last one, that last episode smelled really good too, and that was a hard one to tie on. Yeah. Okay, so this is supposed to be ice cream, waffles, and that's it, right? Ice cream, waffles. Okay, here we go.
That one's hard.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan either. So the ice cream is there, but it tastes kind of weird.
Tastes like a cappuccino coffee or something.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, so that's good. This is what it tastes like. If you were to puree waffles and ice cream and pour over coffee, that's kind of what it tastes like.
Okay.
Like melted ice cream with a little bit of
3.6.
Yeah. I'm not high on this one either. This one's probably like a 5.5 for me or something. And that's just this side of like pouring it out. Like I'll probably finish the can after Kyle leaves, but gosh darn it. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get all this out of here. All right, there we go. We'll get into the last one here in a minute. Would be a little bit of a deep dive. We got some time to go into these because we really ran through the other stuff pretty quick. Maybe that's what we need to do is every episode you prepare one time, I prepare one time, you prepare. You know what I mean? And then we'd only have one set. It might go quicker because we're at 48 minutes. We got plenty of time here. All right.
So you give a would you rather, and then I'll give you a question.
Oh, so okay. So all of mine are would you rather's, but some of them are like questiony questions. You know.
Okay, go for it.
We'll go for it. Okay. Would you rather have a stranger watch you have sex just once, or have a stranger watch you eat a full holiday meal by yourself?
I don't think either one would bother me, but I guess I'll go with the holiday meal.
I think that would bother me more.
You really think so?
Isn't that weird?
I would just make eye contact.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I would make it weird for it. If they're going to make it weird for me, I'm going to make it weird for them. I'll probably say their name. Right. I mean, I'll figure it out.
But these cranberries are good.
Watching somebody eat, especially if I'm eating, drives me crazy. If I tell somebody, hey, let's go, you know, like meet up for lunch or whatever. Yeah, sure, cool. And you get there, oh yeah, no, I already ate. Then don't fucking come. We're here to eat. And if I'm the only one to eat,
but like if we do it the other way, like if he watches us have intercourse, I don't want to be judged. You know, if he's taking notes.
Good. Tell him.
I don't want him like critiquing me the whole time.
You go tell him that he was.
I would still make eye contact.
You go tell him. You tell him the gun hit so good that he sat there and did the same move for 45 minutes straight, just trying to hit oil. I don't. I mean, that's
Question the way.
okay. So and then hops here. Come on. When I was trying to. Here we go. Trying to watch me have sex. I'd be more entertainment watching them wait 6 months. Yikes. Shaylin, listen, I got some Spanish fly or something to help you out in this situation. Oh man. No, wait, no.
I mean,
Never mind. I
definitely-
said that wrong. Shaylin is Brian's wife, right?
Yeah.
So then who's
Nathan's brother?
Oh,
And
that
don't
makes
worry.
sense. Okay. Well, then I really said that wrong. I really apologize for that. Oh, Nathan is
He's the cool one. Don't tell the other.
no. So I do I know this right? So is Nathan's wife is like a Mindy or something like that, or is that something else? Is that somebody else? Do you
You're calling me out. I can't.
do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
But then I don't think it is because I think her last name is R.
Nope. I don't think you're talking about the right person. You're definitely not.
Nathan didn't listen enough. All right, you need to calm down.
We still love you.
Hey, listen, I
In a
have
non-romantic way.
I have within 100 miles
Maybe a
of
little
me
bit.
7,800 and something odd customers. You can chill. I got to remember a lot of people. All right.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Go ahead. Let's go.
What has simultaneously gotten worse and also more expensive?
Oh, I mean,
I got
there's a
weird,
list.
I got a weird one. Not weird. I got one that probably people don't think about.
Gas is like the first and foremost one.
I don't know if it's gotten worse. Like
Absolutely. I used to be able to suck the gas out of a 67 Buick that had been sitting in the field for 5 years, and that gas would still start a vehicle. You can't leave gas sit in a gas can for 2 months now and start a damn mower with it.
Okay. I was thinking though more along the lines of Taco John's cheese for like their potato lays and stuff. It used to be free.
Bro, that's super specific.
It used to be.
Oh, you're
free.
talking about a cup of cheese.
The cup of cheese.
Yeah, now it's like $1.19.
Yeah, but it used to be free, and I remember when it was free. I think it had a little spice to it,
It did.
and it tasted like it was good.
It now it's pretty bland.
Now it's pretty bland, and they charge you for it.
So here's okay.
And that was years ago.
We're going fast food because we're fat guys here. Have you tried the queso though? So when they do have the queso,
their snack queso or like
they you can get cups of queso when they have queso in.
Oh, I'm thinking quesadilla.
No,
Okay,
queso.
I have not.
So like the white queso,
Yeah,
it is the tits. It's super good.
Is it?
But you have to catch it. So
I
right
love queso.
now they have fried chicken tacos or something like that. They have queso on it, but you can get cups of queso now. Cups of queso kick the shit out of that other shitty cheese.
They have a
Taco
house
John's.
ranch there,
Oh yeah.
and it's bomb.
Oh yeah. Ranch burritos are the number one thing I order there.
Oh yeah, I
It's not even-
get their taco. I actually get their taco salad because I love taco salad,
Oh yeah.
and I get their house ranch with it.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you, buddy. God, we could probably do a whole episode on fast food if we really tried hard. Anyhow, that's
How
what
embarrassing.
fat guys shit. Okay, ready? So now I'm gonna premise you by saying that the majority of these are like not safe for work ones, right? So
Okay.
just so you know, would you rather have sex in front of your parents or have to watch your parents have sex?
I feel like that's a lose-lose situation.
Oh, 100%.
But I suppose I would not want to watch them at all.
Yeah, 100%. I would rather never ever watch my.
Right? They've
But-
already seen my Dark Star once.
But I'm telling you right now, keep talking, motherfucker. I am gonna put on the best show. You know what? Look what you did, and what you made right here.
That's one where I would not make eye contact.
I would not, but I would be like Captain Morgan posing, just knocking it out, I would show him all kinds of weird stuff. It would be a showcase. Like if you're gonna sit here, you're gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna show you a thing or two. Like, look at the upgrades. Okay, I'm sorry I made that weird. Go ahead.
Okay. Which actor or actress do you despise so much you won't watch a movie with them in it?
Ooh. Okay. You give me a minute while you say yours.
Okay.
Do you have one ready to go?
I do.
Okay.
Kristen Stewart. I cannot stand every movie she's in.
I've got one for
She
you.
does that kind of like dumb look. She's not a good actress.
I've got one that she's in that you would like though.
I can't.
Have you seen American Ultra yet?
No.
So American Ultra has the two worst actors in cinematic history. It has Kristen Stewart as the girlfriend character, and the boyfriend character is the guy from The Social Network. And what else? He's famous for other movies. He's on the zombie movies. What are those zombie movies called? With Harrison Ford and stuff. It's the other guy.
I know who you're talking. Oh, I know which one. Zombieland.
Zombieland. He's the main character in the Zombieland movies.
Okay, yes.
So you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
So he plays like a Nathan says Reba McEntire. I loved watching Reba. Like the show Reba was funny with Van and everybody. That was hilarious. Anyhow,
he plays. This is in Can you see me?
Yeah. Yes. Yep, right there.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Okay, so
Eisenberg.
Yep.
Eisenberg.
So I don't like him in much either. I do like him in the Zombieland and Can You See Me and stuff like that. But he's in a movie called American Ultra, where Kristen Stewart plays his girlfriend. And spoiler alert for everybody listening, he's like programmed to be like a ruthless killer or whatever. And he's just like a burnout pothead, and she's his burnout pothead girlfriend, and he works at like a convenience store.
So she just played herself in the movie.
She did. But then the great thing is his switch gets flipped, and then you like find out like he's a federal agent, and like she's been there to protect him the whole time. And he's just like this ruthless killer and like knows how to like fantastic. It's a great movie. You'll have to check it out. She's still a shitty actress. It makes her.
I think it's the look. She like that look of surprise.
Yeah,
it's just every single movie.
It makes me like her a little bit more just because of that movie.
She was in Jumper for like 1 minute.
Oh yeah, and Jumper's a great movie.
And she still did that stupid look in Jumper.
Oh, every movie. I agree. Okay, so an actor can't stand. Actor and actress I can't stand. Gosh, God, there's so many. Dave Craig. I hate Daniel Craig. I cannot watch Cowboys and Aliens. I'm not seeing a single one of the 007s that he's in. I'm just not a fan.
Really?
Daniel Craig. I don't know why.
I liked his 007s.
I've never watched them, and so maybe that's why, but I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge Tom Cruise fan either, but I like some movies that he's in. So
which movies is Reba McEntire?
I don't know. I don't know that she did any movies. I think the accent's what gets him on that one, probably. All right. Do you have another one? Do you have any more?
I do have another question.
You go right ahead. I got two more would you rathers.
If you could place any object on the surface of Mars to confuse NASA, what would it be?
Ooh. Really? I mean, it's a simple answer.
Okay.
Simple answer. It would be like a Funko Pop of an astronaut. Because it's in a very American or like very earthly thing, right?
Yeah.
But it's still funny, quirky, and ironic. Or like maybe like the band, like the Funko Pops of the band 30 Seconds to Mars, and like have them be like on a platform that if they fell, it would take 30 seconds to fall, or you know what I mean? Something so dumb like that. Like, I don't know.
I feel like I would try to get some kind of like globe, but I would like circle very specifically like next target. I got put next target or something. Like I would try to put it in like a language I had to decipher.
Okay.
And I would circle the NASA CEO's house.
Oh, there. Okay,
Something weird like that.
I see. I get you. I think it would be paper clips. Would be one of those things. You know what I mean? Like, because then they would have to sit there. The amount of work that they would have to do to make sure that that the paperclip did not travel with the Mars rover or whatever.
What if you put like a
doorknob
sticking out of the dirt?
Like
just like a door. They'd be sitting there and just like put a line in it, so it looks like a door. They would stop that rover and just stare at it for so long.
Or like a cartoon tunnel. And then like they'd have to they keep driving it into it, trying to go in the tunnel. Oh, that'd be great. All right.
Bigfoot footsteps or something.
Would you rather have teeth for hair or hair for teeth?
Teeth for hair. I mean, do I still have teeth in my mouth then?
I that wasn't part of it.
I mean, I can't do hair in the mouth. I can't do it. I'll throw up.
Yeah,
I'd have to do teeth for hair.
So what I was thinking was like there's whales that have essentially teeth or hair for teeth to just capture krill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I still don't care. I would have some mangle whatever Jufro of teeth for my head, but like I couldn't do my either. I agree.
So sidetracking because my ADHD does that.
Okay, what other movies was she?
Back to Reba McEntire.
Oh, she was in Tremors. I totally forgot she was in Tremors.
Yeah, she was in Tremors. Big Sky. Little Rascals.
Oh yeah, she was a famous race car driver in Little Rascals.
That's right.
They thought was a guy and it ended up being a girl.
She must have done voices in that Spy in Disguise.
She does a bunch of voiceover stuff.
And then Fox and the Hound 2, not the original. Yep. And Charlotte's Web.
Wow. That's more movie credits than I would have gave her for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I mean she's all right. And honestly, say what you will, Nathan, but she's pretty hot to trot for how old as she is. She's got to be almost 70, and she looks good for her age.
I mean, I will give you that she looks good for her age. I don't know if I would give you hot trot.
Hot to trot.
Hot to trot.
She looks pretty good for being
70 or whatever.
70 years old. She looks pretty damn good for being 70.
She's held up very well for 70. I just don't know if I would go with hot to trot.
Okay, well,
that's all I'm saying.
I mean, so I would never. She's a redhead. I have a rule against redheads. My mom's a redhead. That it takes every last one of them out for me. I will never do that. That's just the thing for me.
Natural or
it doesn't matter. If Tasha dyed her hair red, she wouldn't get anything until it went back to normal. I wouldn't do it. I can't do it. I just have a thing. There was a redhead at one time that I was interested in, and I talked to her for a little bit, and then
she got you in the butt.
I just halfway like a couple weeks into it, I was like, you know what? I can't. And no, it was just too many Oedipus complex kind of weird stuff came up. I can't. Okay. Not happening. Okay, so this one is ridiculous in a lot of ways. But if anything, this is the one that's really going to tell time, right? Would you rather pee a ping pong ball or poop a bowling ball? Either way, you're blowing the end of that barrel out. That's all I'm going to say.
I feel like I'm gonna go with the poop.
Ball. 100%.
I do not. Want anything.
So I know this because of Facebook and other things, but the human anus can stretch to something along the lines of 9 inches or something, 8 or 9 inches, which is still not the diameter of a bowling ball as far as I know.
Okay.
So there's gonna be some tearing. Probably a lot less tearing coming that way than there is coming the other way. You're gonna split the barrel of that gun and you piss a ping pong ball. But
I've never had kidney stones, so maybe someone there can help us out.
no, I've had kidney stones. Screw that, and it was like less than the size of a BB, and it felt like I was trying to like piss Thor's hammer out of my dick. It hurt so bad that I was in the doctor's office throwing up because I was in so much pain. Like it was that bad, and that was just one kidney stone.
I think I would just opt for surgery every
And no,
time.
and that was the thing. It was under the size that they usually allocate to go in and have degree room.
I'm like, I don't care the size, just go in and get
There's like I don't know what they say. There's a certain size, and I was just under the size for them to do surgery on it. So then they gave me some stuff to try to like pass it easier or whatever. And I was still in pain for probably another 2 days. And then it just kind of went away. So I don't know if it like whatever they gave me kind of dissolved it down and it was just easier for me to pass it or whatever. But legit, middle of the night, I made Tasha, and I've never, ever had to go to the emergency room for anything like that. And I made Tasha take me to the Central City emergency room because I was in so much pain. I was throwing up because I was in that much pain.
Did you have to like pee in a strainer to like kind of catch it? Yeah.
Yep. They tried for a week. They made me pee in a strainer for a week to try to like collect or whatever, and I never did. So I don't know if maybe like I don't know, but it was bad.
Well, I'm glad you didn't cut it off and throw it in a toilet.
Sari says what's up, and then Nathan's popping in here with poop for show. Even OG Mudbone couldn't handle that job. I'm not sure where he's going with that, but okay. 100%.
Even if Mudbone couldn't handle it.
Oh, I don't know. My bone, I don't know. I'm telling you right now, there's no way. I'll shit a bowling ball, and I'll tear and we'll sew it on up or whatever. I don't care. But there's no way it's coming the other way.
I mean, we've all had one that has generally hurt.
Oh yeah,
all the way out.
Oh yeah,
and it's just a turn. I can't imagine what a bowling ball would feel
like. No,
I mean.
That would be another case where I would be throwing up because of the pain. I'm sure of it. However, I feel like it is coming down a barrel that could handle the barrel a little, that could handle
turn into a musket,
the round a little bit. And then, yeah, it's going to blow up into that barrel a little bit. But even if you had a large member, urethra is still only arguably at full whatever it's still at the most maybe the size of a straw. A ping pong ball is substantially larger than a damn straw. So no misspelling. OG mud bone. I don't know what that is. I feel like you need to elaborate there. The last thing we're going to try, which he thinks he's already had, and I know I haven't, is mango cider from Glacial Till. Glacial Till is one of our favorites. It is a 5.5% ABV cider, hard cider. Glacial Till is out of Parttimenerd, Nebraska. The only ones that I haven't had is the other one that's in there, which is like a cherry ice cream or cherry vanilla one or whatever. That's the only one I haven't had. I think the only other one that you haven't had of this that I know that they make is I don't believe. Hey, look at this. Sean is back. We were just talking about you earlier in the show. We thought you met your hero, so you didn't have to watch the show anymore. Welcome to the show. So this company also makes a rhubarb one, and I don't think you've tried the rhubarb one.
I have not tried that. I don't know. So I got turned off to rhubarb real fast.
Okay.
Because my aunts brought a rhubarb pie to Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And everyone has all of them were talking about how good rhubarb was. So I thought, okay, I'll try it. It was so sour. I nearly sucked my own face in. I couldn't finish the stupid thing. And I never had rhubarb again for years.
Yeah.
And then somehow along the line, I was offered a rhubarb pie again. And I tried it and I actually really liked it. and it was nothing like theirs.
first
So
time?
they definitely just had like bitter, sour rhubarb.
I have rhubarb that grows outside behind the house right by the alley every year.
Well,
I don't use it for anything because my dogs piss on it, so it probably tastes like rhubarb and piss. So I'm probably not going to eat that. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So let's try this one. This is mango. Oh, it smells like mango right in the nose right away.
Yep.
That's a good one.
So 9
whatever.
out of 10.
It really is. It always is. So Glacial Till is a company that makes wine, but they also make hard cider. Glacial Till is a winery in Parttimenerd, Nebraska. They make these hard ciders too. So they use a base. They use their apples and stuff like that for the base for their cider, and then they just use adjuncts. So this would be a mango adjunct. I have another one maybe we'll do it next week.
This is one where, like, I don't care if people call me a pansy or whatever, a girl for drinking it. I don't care. I will drink it in front of them still.
Hard ciders are good. Hard ciders are really, really good. Ace is really good too. Ace is probably one of the nation's top ones. You'll have to try their pineapple one time. They're a little bit more pricey. They're about $12 a 6-pack or something like that. So they're a little bit pricier, but they're really good too. Ace is good too. Okay, well, we've kind of reached the end of that. Do you have anything else you want to kind of elaborate on?
One thing I've kind of always started reading though.
Okay.
The Am I the A-holes from Reddit.
Okay.
You ever read any of those?
No.
Went through them? So basically, if someone gives a story and it's like, "Am I the a-hole?" And most of the time, they're not. It's just like a story. It's like, no, the other person's definitely.
Okay.
And some of them could be made up. Don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, we could start pulling up some of them
and
determining
making a debate. Sure.
So am I the a-hole?
You know what? Let's crack it open. Let's go.
A 34-year-old female, have 2 boys, and my husband, 40-year-old male, has a daughter from another relationship. Gwen is her name.
Okay.
And she just turned 6 years old. We are a healthy household, and we teach moderation, controlling how much we take when we have treats. We are also very active and every day strive to have the boys moving. Gwen is only here 2 weeks a month, or 2 weekends a month, and her mom has the exact opposite attitude. In all honesty, the woman's blood type is probably ketchup. Similarly, Gwen is about 20 pounds heavier than a 5-year-old could be, and it makes me sad for this child and her health. So when we get to her, I try to teach Gwen about healthy eating and moving around, and we have the boys play with her so she gets active and make distinctions between food and healthy and what they are and what's not. When I see kids reaching for a treat, food in the pantry, I'll ask, would you like to make out your choice? And Gwen is usually getting it. She's always going for better choices now, and is also asking for fruit at home, which is really good. Gwen's birthday ended up falling on one of her weekends with us, and while we were talking about what kinds of cake to have, I asked Gwen about the health reasoning. It's unfortunately she's still getting all the garbage at home, and it's just not good for a growing girl. She agreed, and we decided to have some low-fat ice cream so she can still have a sweet treat. It's a brand Gwen loves and asks for every time she's here, so we were happy with it. Until the next day, after she went back to her mom, and her mom called us furious, saying that Gwen had got home and asked about her birthday, or when asked about her birthday with us and her cake. Gwen started crying because she really did want cake, but I didn't want to make a bad choice. Quotations. She accused me of fat shaming her and her daughter, and I owe her a cake and a big apology. I'm just looking for the health of the child. Am I the a-hole?
Okay. So, we definitely have a certain opinion on that because we're bigger guys, right? We were taught to finish your plate, that kind of thing. However, I feel like there's times and places for things. I don't know that she's an asshole necessarily in this aspect of things, but it's a kid's birthday. If there's a time when you can...
You're being really nice. Yeah, she is. She's an a-hole. Okay.
No, but
no.
So she's trying to make the right choice, right? And then there's times where and we have this, you know what I mean? We have daughters that are a little bit bigger. We have daughters that are not. And so part of that and part of their mental health and stuff like that is making them realize that they continue to make choices, like I make, like whatever, you know what I mean? That they're going to have to deal with and whatever. And especially for kids, it's fucking rough. It's super rough for kids, you know what I mean? And like if they are, and don't get me wrong, from the sounds of it, she's not drastically overweight by any means or anything like that.
Here's my take on it, though, okay?
Okay.
She's 6 years old now, so
Yep.
6 years old, okay? She says she is a little heavier, but she also said she's making better choices at the house.
Yeah.
She's asking for fruit at the house, at her mom's house, and so she's trying to get active. She's doing on a regular basis. That's what she's doing now.
You let her. It's a birthday.
This is her birthday. Give her a cake. Yeah. Just give her a cake for the one day.
I agree with that. I 100% that part of it.
I'm not saying that she's like a bad mom or a terrible parent, but in this instance, yeah, you're being kind of a
you're definitely stuck in a way. I never had cake. I don't enjoy. Okay, so I have a daughter that doesn't like cake either. So we usually get her cookie leads, like the big cookies.
You've never had a cake with coconut on it. That's good.
Coke on a cake is great too. Keep you up for a few days, but man, it tastes great. Smells even better.
I'm on the coconut. I do not do coconut.
You can't do coconut?
I can't do coconut.
I like coconut. I don't mind it, but it can be overpowering for sure. For sure. Never had a cake. I don't enjoy. Oh, sorry. I read it. I agree. I think that Andre's about eating bad stuff or whatever. But yeah, it's your birthday. I mean, if there should be one day, there's 1 year, blah 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 blah. But I feel like there's a little back and forth there too. I'm perfectly aware of it. I mean, this is a life that you don't necessarily live, but I'm aware of how things are one way at one house and one way at a different house or whatever. No, I get it, but at the same time, yeah, should have probably loosened those reins a little bit. Let her have the cake, just her birthday, and then she can go back to having good choices the next day. It's nothing crazy.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, we've gone an hour 17 minutes. You want to close it up?
Yeah. So grind my gears. We got to get that one in.
Oh yeah, we sure can.
I don't know if I talked about it last time, so if I did, just go ahead and shut me up.
Okay.
I know that I put it on Facebook, so that's why I'm not sure if I did it here. Amazon Prime.
Oh no. Okay, we didn't talk about it last time. Go ahead.
I pay for Prime. I don't mind Prime, but I don't watch I watch the movies, the TV shows. I don't know. I just don't watch them.
Okay.
I have other stations, other streamings that I watch. I really have it for the shipping.
Yep.
And they promote this free 2-day shipping, but the free 2-day shipping doesn't do me much good if it takes them 2 weeks to ship my item. I don't know what it is. Everyone else is like, oh, they ship mine right away. Maybe it's my area being rural. I don't know. I will order an item and I will wait at least a week for them to ship it.
Yeah. I never ever listen to what they actually say about how long it takes to ship anything. In Nebraska specifically, in metro areas, it's different. You can get same day in metro areas. You can get same day drop offs for certain items or whatever, Yeah. And especially Amazon Basics. But yeah, in other areas, yeah, it takes a week to get anything out here too. So I agree. But I disagree with you. I actually watch a lot on
I know there's good shows on there. I just never think about it. It's not that I'm opposed to it. I just don't.
Okay, so here.
Every time I get on there, I do find a movie that we haven't seen yet. Watch it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I honestly, we use Amazon Prime time because Amazon Prime has all of the Big Bang Theories.
Okay.
The whole series, and that's what we go to sleep with. So it's either Big Bang Theory.
Do you feel like you wake up smarter?
No. So I'm going to talk about this about ours. So I specifically really watch what we watch, or pay attention to what we watch at night, and I try to keep it pretty in the middle. Because what will happen is the dialogue for the movies or whatever, depending on what movie I'm watching, the dialogue, if I fall asleep, creeps in conscious, and then it becomes the dialogue for my dreams or whatever, and then I play a bystander to that. So if it's bad, it's bad in the dream too, and it's led to like tons of bad dreams. So like we keep it pretty plain. So I either watch Big Bang Theory, That 70s Show, or sometimes we wrote Girls Not a Lot. But those are the two main ones. How I Met Your Mother, we watched for a long
Sisters.
time. No, we never watched any of that crap. She doesn't do documentaries at all. She doesn't like them no matter what. And I like documentary depending on what it is. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like learning a little bit.
None of my kids like Planet Earth and stuff. I freaking love Planet Earth and those kind of shows.
So I like that visually for a little bit or whatever. I don't mind that. I will play that stuff in the background on my screens if I'm doing something else because I can look over and like have something cool and intriguing or whatever.
Yeah.
But I like musical. I love like listening to like the behind the scene, like the behind the music stuff. Like my favorite documentary of all time is there's a 3.5 hour long documentary on the Eagles. I love that documentary. It's fantastic. It goes through like the origin story of all the guys, and then you know,
I don't know if that would be something that I would enjoy. Like, so I don't like. So this is not really documentaries, like musicals.
I don't like musicals.
Not
either.
my thing. Not my thing. But with that being said, The Greatest Showman is a fantastic movie.
So okay, have you ever seen Moulin Rouge then?
No.
So I know it sounds real fruity or whatever.
Your mic keeps cutting out. Ours does too.
I don't think it's cutting out.
Well, it's definitely cutting out in my ears.
Oh, maybe it's just your headphones there, buddy. But that being said, it probably is. It's probably like on the edge. Moulin Rouge is right up there with Greatest Showman. It kind of has that same kind of like vibe to it, right? But it's set in whatever year in France when Moulin Rouge was like a thing or whatever. But the cool thing that they did is they took like modern classics, so like some Nirvana songs and stuff like that, and then they turned those into like musical number kind of things. Very, very cool.
Okay.
And so it's definitely worth a watch. And you know, whoever can say whatever they want to about it, but it's actually kind of a cool. They do a cool like vibe to it and whatever. And then like Ewan McGregor really sings on it, stuff like that. It's actually really, really cool. It's a lot to like follow because it's kind of all over the place, but it's a good movie. So
all right,
but I agree. I don't like any of the new
Phantom of the Opera trash.
No, I don't. Well, and I don't like any of the new
Sweeney Todd. Not my thing.
I wasn't a big Sweeney Todd fan either, and that was Tim Burton. I really should have, but I didn't. The thing that I've noticed is I don't like the Disney live action ones. I almost all of them. Like I wasn't on the big like tip or Tasha really loves watching like the Aladdin live action Aladdin.
That was such a trash thing.
I think they're all garbage. The animated ones were good.
No, they are. I did really enjoy the Beauty and the Beast one.
See, and people said I haven't watched that one.
It pretty much stuck to the same storyline.
Yeah.
And just made it live action. The same song, same like it was basically
now there's
side by side. It was like the same.
And at this point, about it a year ago, there's the live action Little Mermaid where they made her African American, whatever.
Yeah,
that's coming out soon too. But the last one
with the live actions, if you just keep the same line, all you're doing is just changing the animation to live action.
Yeah,
and like Aladdin, that was a whole different storyline.
They changed they changed the music. They changed all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I wasn't a big fan of that. I was not a big fan of the Lion King live action movie. I thought that was terrible. I don't know. I'm not a fan. You know, you can just leave well enough alone. That's my opinion on stuff. Just leave well enough alone. Blazing Saddles is fantastic. Don't try to redo it. You know, whatever. You know, like
they could not redo Blazing Saddles in today's society.
I 100% get that, but I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying, like, let it leave alone. Like, come up with something new. Like, you know what? Guess what? If we're a lull for a couple of years in new movies, guess what? We probably fucking deserve it because we've been making shit remakes for the last 10 years. Just like chill out, you know. Right now,
they should go to a bunch of the live action movies that are like, and then make them animated.
Well, remake
Dude,
bad movies and turn good. You know, like if you have a good storyline, but it was a shitty movie, redo that one. Don't redo good movies and then try
Right,
to.
so the live action Mulan.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'll tell you, I haven't even made it all the way through it. But like right now, so okay, we'll just say this. Marvel, which this is kind of going into this other podcast that we kind of been working on, but Marvel has stuff that is like scheduled all the way out to like 2032 right now, which means that they plan on beating the dead horse of comic movies from now until 2032 at minimum.
But they're making a killing on it, though.
I know,
that's why.
But I feel like the quality has suffered. You know, last 3 movies in a row have all had people complaining about them. The last 3 big movies has been Black Adam, I guess that's not true. That would be the 4th. It would be Black Adam on DC side, and then Quantumania was pretty bad. They said that it was bad and they weren't a big fan of it or whatever in like reviews. And then on the other DC side, the new Shazam they said was terrible. And then
they've been doing DC dirty forever, though.
But I thought Black Adam was great. Did you see it?
No.
Oh, it's worth it. I think Black Adam they really did a good job with. And then there's another Marvel one that they
Eternals.
Well, yeah, Eternals everybody hated, but there's a newer Wakanda Forever. Everybody trashed Wakanda Forever too. But now they're saying that whatever the next one is, the next movie would be. I'm trying to think what the next one coming out is. Oh, and then Thor: Love and Thunder they hated.
Oh yeah,
but Thor: Love and Thunder had some cheesy.
Well, they have Stanley out of all of them now since then.
Stanley, what do you mean?
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee. I was like, I thought you were saying like Stanley, like Stanley who? No. I don't think he had a whole lot of creative anything in those movies. I don't think
he's been in every movie.
Oh yeah, up until
then.
Yeah.
So ever since his little 30 seconds of movie, I mean, then they still tried to CGI him in. Not the same.
Not the same. No, I
need Stan Lee.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. All right, well, here we are. It's the end of the show. It's been another good one. I think it was get some good laughs, some good all kinds of stuff. And Nathan wasn't on for the right time. Sean wasn't on for the right time. I guess we'll just have to send him text messages. Right. I think we're gonna try. Well, so going into summer, it should work out to where we should be able to do every week, even though depending on the day, it should work out to where we can do it every week because I've got summer softball for the girls, but that's about it. I mean, stuff mellows down a lot in the summer for us.
For sure.
Except for softball schedule goes through the roof. So we got that. We have another podcast project that's kind of in the works. So when that does pop up and that does kind of come out to the universe, we will be kind of plugging that on this show as well. But in the meantime, go over and follow us on TikTok. It is Unlikely Role Models Pod, all one word, over on TikTok. Please go give us a follow. I think we're at 250, 260, something like that.
Yep.
It needs to get up to 1,000 so we go live on there. And then go follow our personal TikToks too. There's laughs on both of them. Mine is Horny Gnome Bar, all one word, H0RNEE Gnome Bar, all one word. And Kyle's is
Bearded Barbarian.
There we go. Is it all one word or is it bearded underscore?
Nope, it's all one word.
There we go.
Bearded Barbarian, all word.
Okay. And you can go over and follow him. He's got some fun ones. He had a couple that went viral. So you have to go over and see him making fun of his wife. It's always great. And then, I did forget some cool kind of news that I did want to share with you. My sister bought me Bert Kreischer tickets for my birthday.
Oh, really?
So when Bert Kreischer's in Lincoln, in June, I believe it is, me and Tasha are going to go see Bert Kreischer. I'm going to try to get a picture with my shirt off next to him. So I'm really excited about that. Shout out to Shawnee for buying me Bert Kreischer tickets. Super awesome over. I really appreciate it. She knows he's one of the top guys I'd ever wanted. Idol's a hard word to use for somebody that's an abusive alcoholic, but he's super funny. So I guess, yeah, sure. other than that, I've been Shane, aka Horny Gnome,
I've been Kyle, just Kyle.
and this has been the Roll My Podcast. Episode 8. And we love you all very much. Don't drink and drive. And
Spade and neuter your cats.
spade and neuter your cats.
Can I say that? Is it a trademark thing?
I don't know. Don't pet the sweaty stuff and don't sweat the petty stuff. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep send us new catchphrases to use every episode, and we will. We love you guys, and we're